Today we're going to talk about something I'm very excited about because I call it the Workforce Innovation Triangle that we offer to academic institutions throughout the world. But today I'm going to focus a bit more in North America and United States. So if you look at our home here in US, we see a huge $2.4 trillion skills gap crisis. It's a paradox. While universities struggle to fill the gap of lost students, the industry literally screams for education and training and things they need in order to address the skills gap. So let me put some numbers. 87% of US companies today face critical skills shortages across many industries. And I'm going to address 8 of them in separate webinars. Now, if you look at lift the hood, under the hood and look a little bit more, you have 2.1 million in unfilled roles in manufacturing. You have 1.9 million in healthcare. You have 1.3 million in energy, right? So 2.4 trillion in lost productivity and competitiveness every year. Because why? The traditional system is slow, it's costly, and it's limited in scale. So what we see now is actually a perfect storm. This triangle is that universities enroll in decline due to the student loss, underutilized assets, and shrinking revenue, cutting cost, reducing the faculties, etc. Industry have a huge injection now with escalating demand, but very expensive old-fashioned training and education, and very large compliance risk because the industries that we are building now are quite risky. And then we have technology, but the technology needs to be scalable, needs to be adaptive, and needs to be immersive in order to work. And that's the opportunity for us, how we can turn this crisis into a collaborative innovation. So I have this golden triangle, right? The way I see it and what EON has initiated is what we call the Innovation Triangle Solution. And it has the 3 stakeholders, the industry, the university, and EON with our spatial artificial intelligence. What does that mean? Is that we align the supply side, which is university colleges, with the demand side, which is industry, via enabling technology. That's the bridge and glues this together. And doing this, we solve actually a lot of problems at the same time. We create a scalable, sustainable model for workforce transformation. We improve the situation for university to stabilize them and put them on a growth trajectory. And we benefit ultimately the recipients, the workers, and the students. So let's look a little bit more in detail. So what's the benefit for universities specifically? They can monetize their underutilized labs, their classroom, their faculty expertise that today have big gaps as they lost 35% of the revenue from students and other reasons. 2, they can generate new revenues, typically up to between $150,000 to $500,000 per faculty annually by implementing these triangle methods that I will describe. They can also leverage between 2 and 10 million in federal grants and workforce partnerships by aligning what they do with the industry demands. And they can increase student employability, which is ultimately why students go to academic institutions, to get the prosperity and well-paid jobs, especially in this time of uncertainty. How about industry? Now, here's the fantastic news for them. They get verified competencies at a much lower cost that they will have to apply themselves. We talk about 60 to 70% lower cost by implementing a combination of linking with the academic institution and linking with the technologies that EON provides. They get 50 to 65% faster time to competency. They reduce downtime. They reduce errors. Compliance-ready documentation also comes with this for OSHA, for FDA, for DOT, etc. They get access to talent pipelines and advanced research. And finally, they get ongoing perpetual talent pipelines and advanced research. So industry is getting a lot of value here, for which they have money and are willing to pay. What about us and technology in general? Of course, participating in this, we co-invest, but we also get some revenues from licensing, from content, from ongoing support. But for us is to prove in a triangle format that 75% faster learning can be achieved, that 85% higher retention rates are evidenced, like we've seen in the many projects rolled out. That will benefit our users. We want to grow. We have currently globally around 136 million users. We'd like to grow that to 1 billion. We want to expand our corporates, and this is a very good way to do it. And of course, the universities. I think we have totally 4,000 academic institutions over the last 26 years that will now also grow. So this is a win for us also. Now let's look specifically now to grants opportunities. So there is a large grant for around $3.2 billion that is almost perfect for this triangle, right? We also have NSF grants, we have DOE grants, we have DOD grants. You have the multiplier effect because we can put $5 million from our side in private. This is a benefit for you universities because you don't have to chase that industrial money. We can come with it. We have 10 million federal, and we can put together with our partners in energy, in manufacturing, healthcare, real solutions. Okay. Now this reduces, of course, the risk for our partners and can accelerate scale. Finally, let's talk about the roadmap. So we are kicking off this now. We encourage you as an academic institution to engage with us in this triangle. We'll set up mini hubs to start with. We'll start, we think big, but start in a concrete location. We align the partner and facility preparation. We roll out pilot projects for the first cohort, and then we scale. And then we are very careful with measuring, identifying the needs, which we can outline so far, but increasing the measurable metrics, competency rates, what's the return investment for enterprise, how many job placements we've done, etc. I would like to see the American map glow golden, beautiful triangles, right? Network effects. Each triangle strengthens the model. We have already, as you know, US has a long tradition in US with, many academic institutions, or hundreds over the years, that we'll now invite. We don't have bandwidth for everyone, so if you are interested, I encourage you to contact us today. We always are engaged with the government, both local, on a local level, on a federal level. And of course, we would like to scale this and work with existing activities that are in some regions. And of course, we are also here to invest. So we are pledging to co-invest with you in these structures. So what's my call to action? To industry leaders, secure talent and reduce cost. The triangle can offer that. To universities, unlock new revenues and impact. The triangle offers that. To government, multiply your ongoing investment and outcomes. The triangle is offering that. And to partners of EON, not only EON, but we work with 36 different partners, we need to drive innovation at scale. Together, we can bridge the gap. We can transform the workforce and we can lead the future. Thank you so much.